The scene: an avid sniper from the lands of Britain sees her foe, a powdered sugar-covered ninja much younger in experience, the sniper wearing a dead peacock scrotum on her head, confident in the fight until her prey disappears from the world of balance into her donut of smoke. Emerging like a hyena on crack cocaine, she whirls and twirls until she steps on a lethal Lego, the sniper quick to react by firing a shot at a collie's past. A router scooter 2 hits the voicemail and then stand still. Right-clicking is used as the last resort. The fight has been lost, until Hooded Henry, commander of cannons in the Blue Robe Battalion, becomes the war hero, and that, folks, was the historic battle of the extra chromosomes. Anyways, in this video, after hot off of a chat ban for things I wouldn't recommend saying at dinner parties, I decided that I would cringe up the rift by first only using character voice lines as my form of trash talk, and I have to say, surprise cheddar monkeying some veins or firing aces up unsuspecting kitties a-holes, only to follow up by saying, boom headshot, did feel rewarding. And then in the second game I strayed from voice lines by channeling my inner child with the cringiest trash talk I could think of, trying to piss off my opponents without being toxic enough to earn myself another mute muzzler, you know, all things I learned in therapy.
Thank you for joining me again today. I understand you are still having some more issues.
First of all, you are very welcome, Miss Sexy Lexi,
and he wonders why we are here.
Well, what brings you in today?
Well, we had an argument after attending Raid's second birthday party.
Raid is a free-to-play mobile and PC RPG game that is just the
we talked about this. People don't need to know every tiny detail when you tell stories.
She needs some context. You're putting the ass in assumptions again.
Anyways, we were at the party ready to blow the candles out
and where was my horn dog of a husband? Chatting up Miss War Maiden forgot half my clothes. He's literally in love with this chick. She's the first player he puts in on every roster when she isn't even that good, and honestly, she's disgusting. I have seen how she levels herself up in the tavern. She literally eats lizards.
Let me see what we can do here. Oh, I know, let's try this fun question exercise. If you could date any champion in the game.
Seriously? You don't know his answer?
Alright, how about this one? Where's your favorite place to play the game?
Easy, while I'm baking brownies in the Oval Office, if you catch my drift.
No one enjoys how many names you have for taking a Rav.
Why don't you focus on some positive things? What's something new you can enjoy?
Well, with it being their second anniversary, they have 6 weeks of events and tournaments going into mid-April with clan tourneys and the first champ ever in the new Shadowkin faction.
That sounds fun.
Oh, and I'm always looking for new people to play with me, so if you use my link in the description or scan my QR code, I will give you silver gem shards and one of the dankest free champions that will definitely leave you satisfied.
Well, at least someone will be then.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Alright, to those of you posting timestamps in my comments just rubbing in that I have to go to therapy, I foresee you getting a Rel Jungler Yasuo support duo in your near future as karma, but to the rest of you, I hope unlike Rav's wife you are satisfied, and let's get into the game. Okay, and yes, I did memorize a bunch of random Caitlyn lines for this video and leave it to a Yuumi player to sexualize the first response, but I adjust the comeback, and as you can expect, the middle school maturity level remained consistent in the first chat conversation. Then in terms of gameplay, you would think this Shiv Shank Belle Delphine skank had a fetish for edging with death, and I was her personal hired edgelord, because not once but 2 times back to back I brought her within 1 bard's fart from a TP back to fountain. So needless to say, this dead flamingo on my head wasn't the only blue thing on my body. That's a ballsack joke, but in the theme of remaining cringe, I RP'd my way into threatening the edge fetish bitch not to get too comfortable. Anyways, I decide to head south for the warmer weather and the optional run-in with iRobot cosplay Graves, so I give the bean of my right click quite the flick until its heart is content in the midget as a sky beam informs us that the gas master Mr. Flatulent will be gracing us with his presence. We all hit a quick rave in the strobe light, and then I fire off an ability called Peacemaker, which in this case peace is when that smelly crop duster is dead, I guess, and then it's just the tumbling twat to deal with. She goes herself out a bit to no avail, and then I fire an ace right up her a-hole, to which I am thinking I'm about to eat pussy tonight, but 2 cats came when I only ordered 1, so I made like a nacho and dipped. And it wouldn't be cringe if I didn't hit them with the classic,
so many bad guys, so little time.
Then as you can see from chat, I am continuing to RP all by myself, but it's all good because I waltz in like I've got the biggest one-eyed willy in town, take my drag with ease, and then try to cringe trigger them by saying,
boom, headshot,
in chat. Also, bonus side plot, we were in the presence of she who is afflicted with vein syndrome as she hit a surprise stealth somersault straight into her own base, and then a minute later I assembled a set for an adult film you can find on the hub titled 3 Shots 1 Veins Anus. That said, there were still a few future dead bodies we needed to throw in river until it was just that smug smoke shit stain, so I healed expecting the rune that I didn't take to give me enough speed to catch up, and then I proceeded to attempt and hit the wraparound. But if you watched my raid ad and heard the things my wife said about me in therapy, you would know that I don't typically have much success with that move. That said, I couldn't resist the opportunity to use one of my lines here, only to get a rather flaccid response out of this singed who I guess is just a howl at parties. Then I get in an awkward standstill with their ADC because she knows that I know that she knows I put a trap there, but she didn't know a male stripper was about to hit it from the back, so she gets her dogged right into my bait. But I back out of that epilepsy inducer, fire up the kneel to make Vane squeal, donate a Q to the make a fool of Rav's self foundation, and then stick to right clicking for the rest. This prompts a pussy pursuit that's a cat joke, and I can't resist another perfect opportunity to insert another cringe line.
Wanna see a hat trick?
That's a sports joke. But anyways, I do end up getting my release that we all need occasionally against Yumi players. And then one more symptom of Gosu syndrome surfaces as a clutch rooter scooter into where'd your health go combo resulted in a situation where I just had to tell the bitch that she got caught flat-footed. So despite me being proud of having some appropriate applications of cringe voice lines, by the end of the game no one really gave a shit or replied, so I figured I had to go back to just cheesy, corny, cancerous trash talk in the next one in order to actually provoke a response out of your classic league player. So straight into the second game, and I start setting up just a savage slam on these unsuspecting scrubs, but I get revealed and I'm not trying to get dossed and camp, so needless to say I threaten to expose him for having an inhumane tiger porn fetish if he brings it up again, and then I complete my super original and clever punchline. And I guess this Akali queued up with the sole purpose of getting the shit beat out of her because she just freely took it like there was a paycheck from a perv in the corner filming it. But aside from that, no more action early mid, so I do my best Mississippi River impersonation and run south, not hesitating to say something cringy on the way down, and then we all play a quick game of slap the simp to secure first blood. And in the spirit of this video, I had something stupid to say about it. Then I see the half horse and the dash whore in a bit of a battle mid, so I run up to claim the ever so satisfying charge up into a and the very next play, when we have the smoky donut sickle spinning professor a salty one shot, he burns his entire investment account of cooldowns to steal that kill too before getting right in the middle of the madness to do his Lancelot loopy-loo routine like a kill-stealing magnet until it's just the blue-haired adrenaline junkie left. So I kneeled down for the ace up her a-hole, and you can tell this scum nugget totally tried to nab that one too, so I informed the greedy goblin that I have functioning eyeballs and he better keep his grubby centaur paws the fuck off my unearned kills. Then I deployed another cupcake mammoth mousetrap, you know, the Rav Daddy masturbate special, and we got yet another dumb shit with that trick. But my team started going down the path labeled pick outnumbered fights and get matching I'm a dumb shit tattoos together until Rav's team loses, so I quickly attach my shitter's scope to steal yo girl from the kill horny horse. This allows us to Pokemon Go this blue bruised Charizard as I beg the Tweet Queen to step on my trap before setting up camp in the shrubs and proving why every guy in Piltover knows my name.
I keep the fuzzy cups at home.
Shout out to this fucking Garen, by the way. And then I press the on my knees while you say cheese button for the Akali kill. And I suppose because our team's support was cream pieing himself in all chat all game because he was in the presence of Rav, which I was flattered, but really I am just another shit stain plaguing the rift. This Rammus wanted his day in court because damn that rolling moron was horny for this peacock huntress, so I hit him with some 4-year-old cringe banter, and then none other than the man who stole so much of my thunder I could bottle him up and sell him as a fucking hurricane wanted a shout out. And I'd like to think I'm a good guy, so I said sure. Psych bitch, remember when you did this to me? Alright fine, here you go, even though you went on to announce you won't be live again for like months. So to everyone watching, you can check out Mr. Man Titties Double D Gaming in the year 4077 the next time he goes live for an educational clinic on stealing kills. And I guess he took a celebratory snort out of his fat man titty cleavage, because boy did he come in hyped up just to completely whiff on the simp the next play, but it's all good in the Rabby boyhood because I got a kill out of it. And then I guess he took a page out of the T1 book and reformed, letting me get an uncontested ace in an anus before we secured a red team genocide. To which their spin to win undying orgasm had to come whining to us like we were his therapist or some shit, saying his bot lane's performance was reportable, and I do agree the anorexic gun slut was having a rough time, but the one putting the INT in disappointment was this rolling ball of broken brain cells if you ask me. And he continued to double down on his request for us to report his bot lane, and despite me agreeing that there are a lot of reportable offenses in League, I don't consider a standard bot lane having a bad game and a norm one of them. That said, this jinx was boosted AF boys, but I wasn't complaining at this point, especially because paired with the griefing Goron I had riffed Alexa singing my praises. So I claimed one more highly skillful kill steal on the poor piggy, took our win, and in the spirit of promoting channels, I told them to check me out at twitch.tv/get. Check out Rav Rambles, my second channel, pretty please, with sprinkles on top. Rav out.
Fuck with Rabby boy, I'm in your crib with the blappy boy, talk to me slick and I'm popping your pappy. If happy talk back then I'm taking your Grammy, and boy oh boy I'll make her happy. Let's go.